hello everyone. Well, as we are now exactly 2 weeks away, I think 14, 15 days away from Election Day, as we had to scratch ahead why Eric Adams, the incumbent mayor, would drop out now. I don't care how bad his poll was. I don't care if he has no money. You are the mayor. You're the face of New York. You get the press every day, whether they like it or not. For that reason alone, you should have stayed in the race. But now we're seeing panic among the GOP, and if anyone's ever lived in New York State, or especially New York City, the New York City GOP is basically useless. And the so-called Big Apple GOP bigwig, John Catsimatidis, who's a big-time supermarket owner, and a bullshit arts, because when he ran for mayor years ago in the Republican primary, you don't trust a guy who tells you his two favorite presidents are Ronald Reagan and Bill Clinton. How can those two be your favorite presidents? They are such polar opposites, almost, I should say total polar opposites, because of what we're dealing with today. But Clinton was no Ronald Reagan. So you don't trust a man like that. I don't care if he's a GOP, but it's New York City, it's GOP. Yes, so what? As I often said, the devil owns the fence. So if you're gonna be on the fence, you're no better. And I'm sorry. And there's been lots of rumors about John Catsimatidis, how he treats his employees, how he's ripped off vendors. Well, ironically, John Catsimatidis is also running the WABC radio station in New York City and has his own radio show. Curtis Sliwa also has a radio show on WABC in New York City. So Catsimatidis is Sliwa's boss. And he's telling them to pull out now. Why? Because they want to get behind Andrew Cuomo. Republican name only, that's John Catsimatidis. I don't care if it's New York City. If you don't stand for something, they'll just vote for the real thing anyway. And listen, I have issues with Curtis Sliwa. I am not going to sit here and pretend that he's great, but he's by far the best man for this job. As I said, I would have preferred for Eric Adams to stay in the race in hopes that he get reelected or get Curtis Sliwa. But if we need Curtis Sliwa to drop out to help a guy like Cuomo win, then New York City deserves everything they get with Mandami. And if you people stay home because the guys are next to them and you can't tell that as you're watching your city crumble, make sure you stay in the 5 boroughs. Please do not move up to the Hudson Valley. Please do not move to Long Island. And please don't move to Jersey. Stay there and finish the job you started. Oh, I can't vote for Republicans. Were you the same ones that were calling for Cuomo's exit after you voted him in? I'm just going to stay home. I'm this way I can keep my conscience clear. Yeah, if Van Damme gets in, your conscience won't be clear. And like I said, you make sure you stay in the 5 boroughs. Please leave Long Island, Northern Jersey, and the Hudson Valley alone. We don't want you. And this is what this scumbag says as Catsimatidis went on the Sid Rosenberg show on WBC. He says he should pull out right now. He could win the next election because people will be proud of him for doing the right thing for New York City by quitting. A businessman who's made himself a big-time millionaire in New York City. Well, as we say, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. So now quitting is the new winning. And this is why you don't trust a person like Catsimatidis. You don't trust a writer. and you don't trust a politician. He goes to say we cannot take the chance on Zandami winning, and every common sense New Yorker feels the same way. Well, every common sense New Yorker feels the same way. You should be pulling the lever for Sliwa. I know, pulling the lever is an old-time thing. Tells you how old I am. Curtis would be a hero if he did beat Zonheim. Yeah, he would be. But to Rosenberg's credit, and he said even if Sliwa battle, a Cuomo victory would not be guaranteed, but it would give the ex-governor a better shot. Do we want a guy like Cuomo in office? No. This is what you're going to pull for? This is who you're going to root for? Is this what it's come down to in New York City, New York State? That we have to decide we're going to elect Satan's secretary instead of Satan himself? Of course, he's complaining about his poll numbers going up. Okay, big deal. When have we ever trusted the poll numbers? Go ask Giuliani. Go ask Pataki. Go ask Trump several times. But welcome to New York. And then these same people complain, how come people are leaving? People like you who wants to vote this scumbag in, Zandami, you get everything you deserve. Unfortunately for people like me who don't longer live in the city, we get affected by your stupidity. This is why I'm saying, please stay down there and finish the job you started. Do not move to my area on Long Island. And leave the people of Jersey alone. I'm hoping Citric Rally can win his election in a couple of weeks. Your comments down below, what your opinion like to know. Keep the country in prayer. Keep New York City, New York State in prayer. Oh boy. God bless you all. We will talk to you later.